Alright, so after realizing the first attempt was that the energy died down per usual again, just have to like talk about it, revise what I ramble. It's just that, let's see here, besides that I've decided I'm finally home from a vacation and whatnot, so I can just go back to using this. It's just that, what could be the subject that I wanted to talk about this whole time? It's just that I just want to talk about is the whole idea of games so good that you don't want to play you refuse to play a sequel and whatnot. Oh, because what could that be, that subject? Oh, looking, I remember back when I made the vid, player retention, be all the elephant in the room is just that, of looking back to, Black Ops 2, because that game was so good that it wasn't until, Black Ops 3 where the entire community finally like decided to get off the game and whatnot and play a sequel to the series and whatnot, because a lot of people hated Ghost, and as much as Advanced Warfare was also on the 360 and the PS3, not everyone has a PS4 and the Xbox One, so we're stuck to playing Black Ops 2 for the time being and whatnot. And then I remember ranting like the last time on how the last time I was discussing player retention, looking back to when the original COD 4 was a thing and whatnot, and then when we transitioned to World at War. But then somehow during the original Modern Warfare 2's heyday, it's just that, yeah, there's plenty of people playing the original Modern Warfare 2, but also there's plenty of people playing COD 4, because not everyone, because during original Modern Warfare 2's heyday, it was not everyone's cup of tea on how it is. I mean, I eventually got good and whatnot, i.e. like ranking up later and realizing what exploits consist this map and what consists the other map. But yeah, that's all I gotta say, because I'm seeing here, there's this, my one person that you get my per usual news and whatnot on, like, trying to see what's what, and I'm seeing here, it's very hard to like trying to do that within this day and age and whatnot, on the whole idea of player retention. People like a game so much that they stuck to playing it, even though we're on like 2 to 3 sequels, and then, so yeah, i.e. there's a handful of people that are still on Modern Warfare 19, and then a handful of people still on Cold War, because those are the only games that are worth bothering to stay during, when it comes to this whole asinine skill-based matchmaking era. And sitting here, yeah, that's why. And then I look back to myself and whatnot, because it took me quite a long-ass time to finally move on to the Xbox One and the PS4 era. Oh, why is that? Because my previous attempt was of rambling was talking about how I was just broke and whatnot, broke and unemployed. Hey, that's why it took me at first a long ass time, but then by the time I'm eventually employed, I just worked at a very shitty job that doesn't get any benefits and whatnot. That's why I was stuck onto the 360 PS3 era for quite a while. So yeah, that's all I gotta say. See, and then nowadays it's like, yeah, I worked at this job for like a long ass time, to the point where nothing's a sting to my money now, but at the same time it'd be nice. I mean, more people want to buy a house more than ever though, but that's a bigger elephant in the room and whatnot, and a whole different subject within that is essence. I'm not gonna talk about it, but yeah. It's just that. So, and then looking back, so what does this all mean and whatnot? Because back when I was broke and whatnot, I was stuck to playing the first Black Ops and the original Modern Warfare 3, and people are all, why the original Modern Warfare 3 when making videos and whatnot? Because I like the original Modern Warfare 2 more, because of how, when it comes to how things work in that game, but at the same time, it's just what was it? By the time Black Ops 1 released and whatnot, the lobbies are beginning to get hacked and whatnot. And so yeah, that's why. And then and then when you try to play like the original Modern Warfare 2 now, it's still somewhat mediocre at times. And then nowadays, it's just the lobbies are sweaty as if there is skill-based matchmaking in a 360 PS3 game, which, yeah, no. So yeah, that's why. That's why I'm sitting on a mountain of unposted original Modern Warfare 3 vids and whatnot, which I still need to get over, but it's like it's long too late now because the skill-based matchmaking games are now a bigger elephant when they're having to discuss bullshit in life. So yeah. Then the Black Ops 1 is like, despite that, we had Black Ops 2 as well, and then once again, per usual, it's like the hackers started invading that game, so I had to go back to Black Ops 1, even though, yeah, but, so that's why I was sitting on a mountain of the vids on those two games and whatnot, so, and thus, make you forget that, like, what was it? Yeah, it was Black Ops 3 and then Infinite Warfare when those games were a thing and whatnot. And I was broke and not being able to afford to play the Xbox One and PS4 games, which, yeah, thank God it's a blessing and a curse that I didn't play that era, because it's like, because I would I experience to see what's it like to annoy my finances on why it's bad to waste money on the supply drops, because like I look at myself where, what was it, when I finally do move on, i.e. the only the COD 4 remaster, which that's technically the only game where I'm testing my RNG on that bullshit and whatnot. It's so annoying. It's so annoying to like try and bust my balls off because I still have quite a bit of the DLC guns. But at the same time, it's like, do I really want to torture myself with this game because COD 4 Remastered does not play as well as the original COD 4? Yeah, no, whatnot. So yeah, that's why I'm just running around with. Yeah, that's another reason why like people like the old era games and whatnot, because somehow I don't get how the 360 PS3 era is able to pull off running around like a headless chicken, but ever since the Xbox One and the PS4 era, PS4 and Xbox One era, is that you have to start playing more conservatively, which that reminds me, is like, actually no, which, yeah, I'm just tired of it. I just want to casually play like headless chicken, but the games are starting to get a little bit more like, because people are like, oh, realism, technical, people do this in real life. But yeah, just go start on military, but yeah, that's a whole different subject as well. Because yeah, because it's so annoying to like people have to like defend these stupid games and whatnot because of what features are stupidly implemented, which we did not ask for it back then, and we don't want it now. But who asked for it? I don't know. So yeah, that's all up the air and that bullshit, because I'm just tired of it. Because come on, I'm sitting here wishing that the Pick-10 system is cool and all back in Black Ops 2 and whatnot when that feature was a thing, but at the same time, some people are very, very bland AF and whatnot, because it's always like there's always those stupid people where I don't get how in the world did they score so well, but yet they always run around with lightweight hardened and, well, no, it's lightweight toughness and dexterity, which, come on now, there's a bajillion other perks, and then they have the audacity to ask why they lost a gunfight or they died to a claymore or something when they could have used flak jacket and tac mask, or use Ghost to beat John Cena. But yeah, because it's just, yeah, well, it's cool that Pick-10 was a thing and whatnot, it's just some people's variety is just so fucking bland. So yeah, that's all I gotta say and whatnot, and thus have more energy, because just have more energy and whatnot. So yeah, Finally, this match is over with. I can now finally move on to a whole different idea. Not really a whole different idea, but a whole different subject as soon as someone else on YouTube rambles about it. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Hey, so until then, farewell on this bullshit.